We're here back in the Fantasy Bar talking some Wednesday night hoops on FanDuel and DraftKings, giving you 6 of my favorite plays, including a couple of teammates I want to get some exposure to with some injuries going on that team. We'll get some exposure on the other side and give you a little bit of a game stack, my favorite value plays, and of course, my favorite play on the entire slate in a high total game and a good matchup. Who we talking about? Only one way to find out. It's time to belly up to the Fantasy Bar. Welcome in, guys. Wednesday edition Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack, talking some hoops here on FanDuel and DraftKings. 6 of my favorite plays fresh off the tap for you. Thank you, as always, for stopping by the Fantasy Bar and checking out today's video. Before we get to those plays, do me a favor. Take a second. Click that thumbs up button if you enjoy the content. You like hanging out in the Fantasy Bar. That's how you help us out to continue to bring you these free videos. So click that thumbs up button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Quick recap on yesterday's video. Kind of a tough one for us. You guys definitely disappointed us, but we will look to bounce back here on this Wednesday night slate. Congrats to our Beast of the Night contest winners. They won a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. Your shot to win that same prize coming up at the end of the video. All right, let's dive in on today's plays. First play, we are going point guard Dennis Schroeder of Brooklyn. Now, no Cam Thomas tonight for Brooklyn. That's a lot of offense, a lot of usage that's going to be on the sideline. And I think it's Schroeder who's going to help out in that department. On the season, with Cam Thomas off the floor, it's Schroeder that leads the way for this team with a 4.6% usage bump. And we've really seen a lot more shots here of late. Over 18 per game over his last 4. And over that span, giving us over 40 DraftKings points per game. So the price is up. But Dennis Schroeder going to have to be aggressive offensively for this team. And a play I like here on Wednesday night. All right, let's stay right there with Brooklyn with some value in Tyrese Martin. That's not only Cam Thomas out. We have a bunch of questionable tags here tonight as well. Cameron Johnson, Ben Simmons, and Dorian Finney-Smith, all questionable here for tonight. Sounds like Simmons going to go. The other two still in question, but should lead to more opportunity here for Tyrese Martin. Definitely a high-risk, high-reward guy. Maybe not the best cash game play, but in tournaments, he has shown a nice ceiling on multiple occasions here. It's a good matchup with Indiana, one of the worst teams in basketball defensively. Big 226.5 point total, close spread in this game. So definitely a stackable game. Tyrese Martin, solid value with all the injuries going on with the Brooklyn Nets. All right, let's go to the other side of that game with Benedict Mathurin of Indiana. So like I mentioned, nice total, close spread, 2 bad defenses here. This is certainly a game that you can stack up. You got value pieces, and I will be looking to stack this game a couple different ways, especially with Mathurin here. Now, the production, very up and down. So again, cash games makes you a little leery, but tournaments gives us that high upside that we are looking for, especially with the amount of minutes and shots that he has been getting here recently. In Brooklyn, a good matchup for him here. They are bottom 5 in both points allowed and fantasy points allowed to this position. Game stack or not, Benedict Mathurin in a good spot against the Brooklyn Nets. All right, let's go back to the well and a guy that was solid for us yesterday, Ersan Yabusele of Philadelphia. So similar story to yesterday. Andre Drummond out, Joel Embiid questionable, not sounding like he's going to give it a go. So should be another solid night of minutes and usage here for Yabusele. Gave us 30 DraftKings points last night. And on 3 of 10 shooting, just 7 points. We mentioned a guy that can contribute a lot of different ways, and he showed that last night with that 30 DraftKings points, despite the bad shooting, has been really hitting the glass here of late, almost 9 rebounds per game over his last 5. Now, this spot against Orlando, not ideal, very good against bigs, but a lot of people going to shy away here from Yabusele. I think he's a good value here in the mid-range, even in that tough matchup with the amount of minutes and usage he should see with no Andre Drummond, potentially no Joel Embiid. All right, let's stay down low with my favorite center for Wednesday night. We're rolling Clint Capella of Atlanta. Now, Capella been an absolute beast on the glass here recently. 10 or more rebounds now in 6 of his last 8 games, and it's a good rebounding matchup here with Milwaukee, 22nd in the league in rebound rate here. And the floor this guy has been giving you has been incredible. 25 or more on DraftKings now in 13 of the last 14 games, so you love that. In your cash games, you know what you're going to get here, and it's definitely shown that upside to give us a 7, 8, 9x return on these prices in tournaments. So playable in all formats. Good matchup here tonight with the Bucks for Clint Capella. All right, it's time. Take a look at my favorite play for Wednesday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest. Easy to play. You guys know the drill by now. Click that thumbs up button. Head to the comment section and get fantasy points on DraftKings for my Beast of the Night. Whoever's guess is the closest, you're going to get a free week of RotoGrinders Premium just for hanging out in the Fantasy Barn. While you're down there, get your guess in. Also want to know, who is your top play? Who is your Beast of the Night? If you were 10 in the bar, sound off in that YouTube comment section. All right, let's wrap it up with my favorite play for Wednesday night. You know him as the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We're going to go to the other side of that Atlanta-Milwaukee game. Huge total here, and we are rolling point guard Damian Lillard, tonight's Beast of the Night. So 236 the total in this one, highest on the slate by far. Bad defense here with the Atlanta Hawks, bottom half of the league in defensive efficiency, and have really struggled against the point guard position. Fourth most points per game, second most three-pointers allowed as well, and the sixth most fantasy points allowed to this position. So they've really struggled defending the point guard position. And Damian Lillard been great of late, averaging nearly 29 points per game over his last 5 and over 52 DraftKings points per game. Elite game environment here. Prices under 10K on DraftKings and under 9K on FanDuel. Damian Lillard, easily my favorite play on the board in tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll do it for our Wednesday night six-pack. As always, any comments, questions, or feedback, you know where to find me. Hit me up in that YouTube comment section right below the video or on Twitter at Beermakersfan. Don't forget, I need your guess. Damian Lillard's fantasy output on DraftKings for a chance to win a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. And who is your top play? Who is your Beast of the Night? Let me know in that YouTube comment section. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out in the fantasy bar. Best of luck on tonight's slate, and we will see you.
Thanks for checking out our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more DraftKings, FanDuel, and other DFS content. And you can check out our daily live show schedule on RotoGrinders.com/videos.